Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my mess. How are we all? I hope we're all very well. And I have forgotten what I was going to do. Why is this sticky? Always concerns me when I have a bit of stick. But I'm not going to worry about that. The stickiness isn't something I want to worry about. So, I don't know if you've seen this before, but I made a blue tack pretzel. Isn't that incredible? Anyway, what am I doing? I don't know. I'm tidying up my table. We have got to... Why is that stuck to the table as well? I cannot wait to finish these Valkyries so I can tidy up and rearrange everything. In the meantime, I could even paint this a nice black colour. That looks so much more professional. Or I could make it like the size of the table so it isn't encroaching on the work environment. That would be professional, wouldn't it? I think that's the plan. That is the plan. Anyway, we've got to do some... bits. I can't remember the name of it. What is it when you get a sponge and you poke? Stippling. You've got to do some stippling with the silver. I always like to get a filthy old sponge. This one will do. A couple of bits over there. I think this is an old washing up sponge, you know. There'll be no more washing up done, I'll tell you that. Right, there we go. There is my sponge ready for sponging, and then we need some... What's the current equivalent to bolt gun metal? I can never remember. Ah, what's that? This is rune fang steel, an empty rune fang steel. What's this? This is an iron beaker, iron breaker, and rune fang steel. Now, if there was ever two silvers that looked exactly the same, it'd be these. There is nothing in that. Either that or I'm going colourblind. I suppose this one's a touch darker. Fuck it, we'll use that. We'll use that one. Give it a shake, or we'll have a look inside. Oh dear. And inside we have a mess. So what do? Get a couple of balls, a couple of paint eggs. Need to order a new pack of these. Got that. Plop in there. That down there. You can see in my drawer. You're always looking in my drawers. That is the trouble. I'll get my balls out. There you go. Right, we're cooking now. We are... oh, fuck. We are cooking. Okay, put the lid on. Shake and bake. This chair needs to be a lot lower. I feel very high up here. Or this bench needs to be higher. Where is my fudging brush? There it is. Oh, that worked. I didn't think that was going to work, but it did. Right, we'll stick some paint on there. We're still missing palette cam, but one day we'll sort that out. Got a draft around the back of my legs. So now, let's stipple. There we go, and gently around the edges. That's a bit too much. I've got a feeling this isn't going to take us very long. Hit the corners. A fudging brush. Yeah, that's not what I called it. A fudging brush. How is one anyway? Happy, I hope? Why is it when you try to use less paint, you don't have enough? But when we want more, there's always too much. I'm going to work around the edges and then come in. There we go, that's actually working quite well. I didn't think it would. I thought I was going to ruin them. Fannying about making Horus into Logan Grimnar. That sounds like a conversion and a half. How have I not seen it? Have you shown pictures of this? This is sort of working and sort of not. Need more paint. Need some more wiping rag. I got your message about the shoulder pad. That is cool. We'll have to arrange somehow for it to arrive. And I realised I'm going to have to do a bit of surgery to get it on because the arms and these Primaris that I have are pre-built. Let's have a little look now. Hold on. Yes. So all these arms are attached. So I'm going to have this one could easily be removed and clipped off. I might have another inner arm somewhere laying about. Have you got a spare inner arm? A spare left hand inner arm? That would be handy. If not, I'll see what I got. Ah. What else did you buy? Or was it just that? What is going on? Oh God, I'm back to swearing. Yeah, that would be handy. Literally. Right, this is coming along quite well. Just a Horus. How much does Horus set you back these days? A fair whack? There we go. They actually look semi-realistic. I don't know how I'm going to repaint the middle of these things. I might just ping them off. Just hit them with a bit of black or something. Oh shit. Well, they are landing skids. It's not like they're going to be the cleanest of things in the world. 65. Not cheap, is it? But we're not known for being in the old cheap hobby, are we? Where is my nipper? There's my nippers. There they are. Off we come. I think I may have attached this one a bit too well. There it comes. Right, I'm going to have to do some repair work on this. Reparations, I believe the term is these days. I keep hearing reparations on the landing skids. What else is new in the world? Have you ordered that Space Wolf Primaris collection that I saw? And what makes that Primaris collection different to any other Primaris collection? Oh, I suppose it's all the bits from that Tooth and Nail set or whatever it was called. Oh, big old lump there. They'll never know. Can you imagine if I was a commission painter? That'll do. There you go. You can have that messed up bit. All adds to the charm. Now it's lasting ages. The last time it was nowhere near enough. Pain. Looks like it. Yeah. Which chapter would you like this Death Watch to be representing? Or do you want me to come up with an intriguing choice? I think I know what I would do. Oh, a DA. I wonder if I've got any sort of DA-ish bits. The demonic arseholes. Oh, the intriguing choice. I don't know if it would be appreciated. It may be more frowned upon and then thrown in the bin. I don't know. If, actually, you could blag it as something else. Intriguing. I think there's a ghost in there running around my legs, you know. I keep feeling something brush up against me. I love it when I get silver fingernails. Come here, you little fuck. Excuse my language, I've got to stop this fucking swearing. Not good. We need a little bit more paint. The nippers can do one. Alright then, we can discuss that. Are these for a friend of yours? I thought you were going to want the Space Wolf. I was convinced. I was like, yeah, he's going to want Space Wolf. I was wrong. What was the old Titan table like that you were going to play on? Was it suitably thematic? Jonah. Ah, I don't know who Jonah is. Does he have a whale? Is there something about Jonah and the whale? Was it something else I'm thinking about? Plenty of pics. I'll have a good goosey when I get in bed. That's normally my time for actually looking at Instagram. Bedtime. There we go. These are out. Coming along marvellously. Jonah the right-handed. Alright, I'll have a browse through yours and see if I can find the man. Why are we on the skew here? Ugh. Lightly tacked on, these were meant to be. So well tacked on. There we go. Right, let's clean them up. I want a knife. They're both tagged in them. Maybe I have seen it. That one's right. This one I think needs to come to the right a touch. These are really sticky. I haven't let these dry properly. Haven't got time. Horgan? Logan. Have you bought the Lomax Logan Grimnar with his sled? Oh, Jonah's ordered it. Is Jonah into Space Wolves as well? BRB gramming. Time for a bit of gram. The Instagram phase. Needs to be the name of someone's podcast or Instagram channel, perhaps. They had a modelling channel. The Instagram phase. There we go. Got this crap. Oh God! I always tied myself up in my headphones so I could do with a pair of wireless. I think I've got an idea how I could do that. Right. Let's tidy the dirty bits up. Bit of bleak. We just have to do the Instagram phase, don't we? Right. Who are these people? We'll have a good look at that later. Anyway. Gonna get manky. Good evening. Ah, we haven't seen Mr. Scumbag for a long time. Using the filthiest brush in the world to paint. It needs thinning down a bit. Stipple that in. Ready for the blend in a minute. Do you remember? Do you remember when Mr. Brooks had that profile picture but on the chat feed that looked like the Winter Soldier? How long ago was that? You've moved to Australia. Whereabouts in Australia are you? Australia is awesome. Alright for some, innit? Moving out there. Although I would die in that heat. Adelaide. Old people and wine. Well, at least there's a lot of wine. The thing I remember liking about Australia is the fact that they did delivery alcohol. What do we call it? Not takeaway, when they deliver. There's a term for it, isn't there? I can't remember. My brain always goes weird when I'm on here. Okay, my man. Have a safe journey. Summer heat. What temperatures is it hitting? I suppose you've got about another 6 months. Or is it? No, it's winter there now, isn't it? Yeah, I remember we were there. We were buying a few things from the old. What was the place called? Was it the Wino? The Bottle-O, that's it. And that was costing an arm and a leg. Just for a few drinks. The 40s. That is well hot. I start to die when it goes over 20. 20, like 23 is my maximum, and then I start getting angry. Or having to just lay and die. $21. What's that in English pounds? About a tenner, isn't it? I can't remember. But the fuel is cheap. What are the internet connections like out there? Are they quick or are they slow or are they alright? Now if anyone can remember what colour I used for the brass, that would be most handy. I certainly can't. I think you will adjust, won't you? I think it's normal. You'll probably start enjoying it and then you'll come back here and you'll be like, this is freezing. Get off, little lump of plastic. is a brownout? Is that when all the sewers block up? Like a power cut for the sewage system? I don't know. Okay, the next car. I reckon I was using Ball Chaser Gold. It's not very gold at all, is it, this colour? Get a watch of that. You go. A mini blackout. Certain region. Was it due to the how their grid is set up, I suppose? Too much paint. Thin, thin, thin. Yeah. A brownout. Sounded good in my head. Have you been watching Stranger Things Season 3? When you bits of kit? So why Adelaide then? Why did you move out to there? Job hunting. I don't know what the job market is like out there. I don't know much about Australia. Oh, okay. You moved in with her abroad. That is one hell of a dive, a leap of faith, as it were. I think you've got the better end of the stick there, to be honest. Are you out there on like a tourist visa or something? I do apologise if we're talking about personal things in the chat. Oh dear, problem with the company. What sort of thing are you looking to get into? In the outback. That would be mega hot. If I remember correctly, in Australia, all the settlements are out around the coast because it's just too hot inland. Oh, construction. Is there a lot of housing development around where you are? There we go. Another round done. I don't know how I keep knocking this top one. Ah, the elastic band just broke. I don't know. You can see my beautiful flamingo shorts. What was he farming out in the desert? Kangaroos or flies? Got a fly farm in the desert. Ah. Right. What's next? Are these dry? I think they're dry enough for a touch of stippling. You don't need a lot. Flies. I eat the trees. Did not know kangaroos ate trees. Also, if I remember correctly, all the hobby stuff out there is really expensive. Everyone says Australia, hobby stuff, expensive. We'll have to start up a smuggling and bootlegging company. Did I say smugging? Smuggling. Tumbleweeds and storage. Fair enough. I'm a soil farmer. Come and check out my collection of flies. And half-eaten trees. Crazy place. I always expected to see more crazy wildlife when I was there, but it was all quite sensible. $30. Yeah, sounds like the smuggling idea is a good one. However, I don't know how you get aerosols in the country. That may be an awkward one. What's she recasting? Does she do the hobby stuff as well? I don't know if I've got enough paint to finish this. It's drying on me so fast. Gonna have to do it. We're nearly there, nearly onto the final layer. Arms and cakes and legs. Cakes! I'm gonna have a recast cake. Yeah, that would taste very nice. Right, that's those bits done. Now it's time for the last stippling colour. I'm going to use chrome. Let's shake that. Beat the shit out of my palette, as you do. Nice stippling effect going on here. Oops, I do apologise. Shaking the hell out of the run out, damn it. Gonna hit the corners now. Corners and ends, there we go, that one's done. How do I find the Vallejo model colour? Now, when you say Vallejo model colour, do you actually mean model colour or do you mean like a game colour? I don't think I have many game colours. This is game colour. Now these I think are a bit shite, game colours, because I find those really watery, but the model colours I get on alright with. But I think it depends what colour you use. However, I did buy these paint agitators, and every time I open a new paint I put a couple of those in, and that really helps with shaking up. I just stick them in everything now. Washers, inks. I can stick these on in a minute when they're finished. Be interesting. Feels like I haven't made any progress on these things for months. I haven't really. Yeah, the agitators really help. But then again, most of the model colour I use is normally blues or greys. The black I really like. It dries really matte, unlike GW black, which has this weird plasticky looking, rubbery looking finish. It's horrible. Abaddon black, I think it's called. Do not like that black at all. Oh, popping stuff everywhere. Who needs nail polish? There we go. That noise must be horrible. Yeah, whizzing through. German grey. A lot of people talk about the old German grey. It's one of the colours I don't believe I have. Or do I? What's that? Basalt grey. That's alright. Cavalry brown. Does it look a lot like Hull red? This is a cool colour, although I never really use it. What are the model shops like over there? Good or poor? Done! There we go. Instagram phase. I don't know if they're showing up very well on camera. Funny thing is, they do actually look like metal from where I'm sitting. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, whoa. Right, let's continue on the quest. Oh, what have I got to do now? Stick these landing legs on. Sorry, I've got a lot of filth on my fingers. If I can scrape some of this paint off my toenails. Fingernails. Yeah, you know, I often paint my toenails. Model kits and the other small board games and Magic. I've never played Magic the Gathering. I suppose you'll have to just mail order it all. It'll be the only way. Right, let's stick these legs on. We have here one we prepared earlier. And how do we stick these legs on? Where do they go? I reckon the ones with the 2 dots go there. They don't fit anymore because I've painted them. It will fit. And the other one, I assume, why has this got a hair on it? It looks like a worm coming out. Thank you, my man. They should look a bit nicer when they get dulled down with the old matte varnish. At the moment, they're that horrible, horrible glossy effect. And the canopies went really weird. Hopefully I can restore those, but we shall see. But when it comes to matte varnish, I thoroughly recommend this stuff. It's the mattest matte varnish I've ever seen, and it actually works, unlike a lot of matte varnishes which just come out satin. Right, let's glue these things in. A lot of people here will be saying, oh, you can't glue that in because you need super glue on plastic. And my thinking is, the paint is acrylic, that's plastic too, so who cares? It'll just melt the paint as well. Give it a good coat though, just in case. In case I'm very wrong. I'm known to be most of the time. I think this is where it goes. About right, doesn't it? It's almost as if it dries quicker as well with all the paint on. The mattest matte, yeah, you can use it either way. It's the only thing I've airbrushed where you don't actually need airbrush thinners, you just need water. Normally you should never use water through the airbrush or it goes really weird. However, this stuff doesn't like thinners, it actually likes water, which is bizarre. I use it 1-to-1 with water and it works really, really well. Oh, they got messed up in the transit. I feel for you, that must be awful. Right, here is when we had a bit of a balls up back in the day. Have these attached then. Not that way. Should be that way. That should just press on. Oh, I see. There we go. Notice where I've two different colours of how I've painted it there, but no one's ever going to flip it up and down, upside down and see that. If they do, then they've got me, haven't they? Not going to worry about such small things. It's nice to finally get some more bits going on with these guys. Check it fits. That is tight. Is it right? Now one of these was assembled wrong, or two of them were assembled. No, that one's not wrong. Ah yes. I was sticking that together wrong. I need one with like a double hole. That's the double hole. It's got to have two holes. Can't just have one hole, apparently. Car lacquer, yeah, car lacquer is what I use for glossing. Car lacquer is ultimate gloss. Big old aerosol can. There we go. Done. One down. 5 to go. This one of the problem ones? No, the problem one. One of the problem ones has been assembled wrong in here. Could have a big gap there. I should really remove these lumps of blue tack holding the doors together. Wrong way around. Okay, what we got here? That's a skid. Do the skid one then. I'm using quite a lot of glue just in case my my theory is wrong. You see these all falling off in pictures, then my theory was very wrong. And this one goes in the front, doesn't it? Yeah, so I'm going to have to matte varnish and then hand gloss the windows again, I think. I don't see any other way to do it. Might look a right bloody mess. Oh well. That's it. It's the only way we learn, isn't it? By cocking everything up. They always say when you attach painted parts together, use super glue, don't they? I'm like, no. I'm still going to use my plastic glue. One's on slight skew, but no one will know. They'll never know. One of my favourite mottos. You might notice it yourself. They'll never know. Right, what we got here? This one is a single nub. Yeah, that fits fine. Pull that back off. So what time is it in Oz at the moment? Really late at night, really early in the morning. Isn't it about 2 in the morning? This is true. Super glue does look funny when it frosts up. I knew there was a better reason. Yeah, super glue frosts up. Yeah, we can't have that. 2:33 AM. My word. Alright if you haven't got work in the morning. There we go. That one fits like a glove that's been super glued to your hand and crusted in ice. Oh, I just had an epileptic fit. My eye is going twitchy. Might be the fumes. What were we sniffing on here the other night? What were the fumes? Oh, that Tamiya paint. Or Tamiya. There we go. Right, hold on. I need to grab the other one. Ah, here we can see there is a problem. As in the back door has fallen off. Someone smashed his back doors in. Let's glue that back on. Will that be a problem? Are you going to be a problem? Don't think so. Put the glue on the inside. All that effort painting the interior to glue it up. Who cares? Months ago. Are you going to stay? Or are you going to be... oh shit, you're going to be a problem. No. There, that's where I want you. I might leave this one to one side. Oh, look, Amber's about. Amber's not asleep. Always been afraid to try Tamiya paint. I've heard it's quite noxious. It's not that bad. It does smell weird. But it's almost like a nice smell. But it smells really fucking strong, excuse my language. You know, I don't know what that smell is. What does it say on the do not smell? Oh, okay, yeah. No, it doesn't say that. Flammable liquid and vapor causes serious eye irritation, may cause drowsiness or dizziness. So if I collapse in a minute, you know why. If in the eyes, rinse cautiously with water for several minutes. Removed contact lenses if present, and easy to do. Why wouldn't it be easy to do? I don't know. Continue rinsing. There we go. No big deals. Keep away from heat. Hot surfaces. Oh, I better not touch it then. Sparks and other ignition sources. No smoking. It just says you shouldn't really drink it or set fire to it. But not that bad. It does smell like pear drops. The airbrush, you need this special thinners to use it through the airbrush. Fuck knows why, because it goes all gloopy with usual thinners. I think this is just an alcohol-based thinner. This is, for adult modelers only. See, I am an adult. However, we have what I like to call a contradiction on here. For adult modelers only, 14 years plus. Now, where is a 14-year-old considered an adult? Anyway, I sniffed it. I feel alright. I haven't died yet. I'll be back. I need to get another thing. Here we go. I feel alright. I thought I was going to feel a bit, you know, a bit wonky or something. I feel pretty good. Right. What's next on the list? This thing. Oh, I can't see properly. It's not that bad. I'd recommend trying it. There's a guy on YouTube. I really rate his channel. He seems like a very nice man. He's called Andy's Hobby Headquarters. I watch a lot of his videos, even though he does like military modelling and things like that. But the speed in which he knocks things out, how he does it, amazes me every time. But he's all the Mia stuff. Rub it up and down its length there. Slide it in that length there. Oh fuck, excuse my language. I really need to not swear doing this. Oh! Yeah. I don't think I used enough glue. I think that's going to be my excuse for that one. There we go. I think that is perfect. Right. Next. Have I fudged up my magnets? I'm now a bit worried. No. A bit worried there for a moment. Oh yes. Glue some skellies. I've always wanted to paint some skeletons. I want to paint skeletons. One day I'll paint skeletons, but I have to finish these things. I have to. These have only taken me since December. And I remember ordering them and thinking my eyes are going funny. It's that Tamiya paint. I remember thinking my estimated completion time would be around 2 weeks for each one. So I put it at 12 weeks, so they should have been finished February, March time. We're a little behind schedule. Why aren't you sticking? What is going on here? There we go. Right, what's this side? It's got a big hole and a little hole. I've just got to remember to line up, sticking it in the big hole. Yes, yes, we are on, like Donkey Kong. Oh, touched it, touched it. See, that one's completely on the wank. I'm not happy with that. That's better. Now it don't line up there. What is going on here? Oh, that must be one of the wrecked ones. Okay, I am wrong. I am an idiot. I am an idiot. Okay, I know why then. Fine. Fine. I don't care. That'll do. Next! Over there. Worries me. That is. Huffing. I'm huffing my paints. Right. Got me long one. It's hard. You always imagine yourself whizzing through. I think if I'd have just done the one, it probably would have taken 2 weeks. But when you're doing 6 of something of this size, it bores the hell out of you after like half of one, and you think, oh no, I've got another 5 to do. But I'm on the home stretch now. Everything now is easy techniques. It's all dry brushing and easy stuff. None of that edge highlighting, horrible effort stuff. It's all easy. It's all downhill. Like the base is just dry brushes and washes, and we'll just sniff a bit of Tamiya paint and get through it. And I've got to get some of those acrylic nail polish racks for the paints that everyone has on Instagram these days. Apparently we order those from AliExpress. Right, what we got here? That's a real one. That's a fucked up one. So that one isn't going to work. Fine, as long as we know that ahead of schedule, we don't have a problem. I should probably do this at the end. Look. What scale are these? I think they're sort of a made up scale. They're not quite 1/35th, are they? So there is a scale, but I think they call it like a heroic scale. They have to be bloody awkward. I think this is a 1/72nd. This one I use for paint test. Look at the dust on that. It's unreal. So somewhere between 1/35 and 1/72nd, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what scale they're on. They could be on a scale of 1 to 10. Excuse my poor jokes. Maybe that one was right, because this one doesn't... No, that's wrong. Or is it? Okay. 28mm. But what is that as a scale? What is 28mm as a scale? Like one what? And what does a 28mm even mean? Is 28mm what, for someone's head, or? What are you trying to bash? We may be able to come up with something. Is it for like something you want to use, or is it for some sort of game? What is it? What is the context of the project? Oh, it's time for the clothes show. Welcome to the clothes show. This week, David Bowie shows us his new dress. Right said Fred, order a new vest. And Prince makes a dress from a bin bag. 28mm is 1/56th scale. It's meant to be from the feet to the eyes. So already it makes no sense. They need to dump this phrase 28mm and just go 1 to whatever. It needs to be 1 to what. I don't want to have any of that millimeter rubbish. Just give me a actual scale. Who had a dream about David Bowie anyway? Oh fudge, gone wrong. Don't like the look of that. Asteroids do not concern me. No, that one. Oh, fudge my face. Ah, it fit. All right. I want to make a 1/12 scale mech warrior type guy. So I need a bunch of mechanical looking pieces. But why do you want it to be 1/12 scale? Pretty big. Sorry, I blame the Tamiya paint, honest. Why does it have to be 1/12 scale? That's very specific. I was thinking, instead of just using kits like that to build them, why not just buy a Gundam? Or a few Gundams, or whatever they're called, or Macross kits. Macross are much better than Gundam. Macross look the tits. I want to build a Macross kit now. I want a Macross kit. It's nearly my birthday if anyone wants to send me a Macross kit. And I probably won't ever have time to build and paint it, so probably don't send me one. Oh, that fit, that fit. I didn't think it was going to fit, but it did. First on my list is a new painting desk and area, so I can make all this look a little bit better. I need your opinion. Which should be the main screen? The angle view coming from this camera or the top-down view? Because I can swap them, but sometimes I think maybe I should use the top-down view as the main camera and have the little camera as the side-on one. And other times I think maybe I shouldn't. Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday! Would you like a Macross kit? Would you like some Tamiya paint to sniff? Oh, I just glued up my finger. It does something to you. I think it makes you a bit happier, you know. Tamiya paint. Have another little sniff in a minute. Angled should be the main one. So how it is. Alright, I appreciate that. Why is that one down there? We're getting there. I am building a post-apocalyptic scene. Okay. Okay, a 1/12 scale shed. I reckon, in my head, post-apocalyptic, so it can't look good, can it? Because we're in the realms of everything's gone to pot. So you need something that looks a bit knocked up. I don't know. I reckon you ought to start with a Gundam and then just stick like car parts on it. What bits out for car parts? Use like the Gundam as a skeleton and make it look a bit homemade. But I have no idea how I would do that. Does sound good, doesn't it? Yeah, have a bit of Tamiya paint on your birthday. Might send everyone some pear drops. It's just pear drops, isn't it? That's all it is in there. Just sniffing your pear drops. I love how you can see my shorts in this bit here. They're not boxer shorts, by the way. They are actual swim shorts. Oh. Put this bit on here. You know what we haven't talked about tonight? Is what everyone's had for dinner. That's normally the important part. Oh. Ah! Why can't I get it in the hole? There we go. When you get it right, it just slides in nicely, doesn't it? There we go. Beautiful. One on the last one. Chorizo pasta. The pasta was veal tortellini from leftover pizza. After that con yesterday, wait a minute. Do you use the name Heathen Fanatic on Instagram? Have I just put 2 and 2 together and made 600, or have I made 4? Having your breakfast now? What time is it? That is you. Oh my word, I never knew that. Well, I know now. Why am I missing 2 of these? Why are those 2 on the wrong way? That one's wrong. That one's right. These 2 are both right. So if we use the 2 right ones first. Are they right? Or are they wrong? If this is wrong, I don't want to be right. But you've had a very busy morning. I can imagine you've had to revisit those moments with David Bowie. Good old David Bowie. I must admit, I am a David Bowie fan. It was a shame that he died. A very talented man, although I much preferred his older stuff to his more contemporary offerings. There we go. Same here. It's an odd one to dream about, isn't he, really, though, David Bowie? Was it sort of like a musical dream? He's singing to you. There we go. And that other bit is semi-solid. That'll do. If it ever breaks, I'll just stick it back on. No biggie. Hey. Right. Last 2. I'm getting streamers shoulder blades here, being hunched over. I need something to like lean right back on. Oh, I don't know how people do this for hours on end. Oh, that's better. Feel a lot better now. I need another sniff of pain. So are these 2 the same? Yeah. However, this one is wrong and this one is wrong. So I've got 2 of the wrong things here. I might have to do a bit of chopping. We can do that. I feel confident in my chopping abilities. Maybe David Bowie did something. I'm not confident in that snipping ability. He died, but oh, was it overshadowed? I guess it's something we can invent called death jealousy. Where how dare you die close to when I die? Oh god, this feels dangerous. What could possibly go wrong? I listened to him when I was working out. Oh. We're on the Star Trek Enterprise with David Bowie. That's not a bad dream. Which model Enterprise was it? That's sad, isn't it? That I ask such a question. And which Enterprise model was it? Come on, up for me. That might work. Right, this is either going to work really well or I've fucked it up forever. Excuse my language. Stop swearing. I thought fit. No. Come on. I have to knock the other ones off. Fine. Oh, right, okay. Sharp blade. How do I get in here? It's like stroking a cat through a letterbox. Could be dangerous. I could de-finger myself here. Wish me luck. Data was there, so the next generation. Yes, I believe so. And answers on a postcard as to which model Enterprise that was. I think it was the D. Or was it the C? The scumbag will help me out here. He'll know. Or was it the E? I think the E is later. Oh fuck. There we go, there we go. No clue, no I don't know. I just like to pretend I know. So, what was the deal with those peaches anyway? How were they made? We saw those peaches and they looked sort of real. They had that glistening moistness to them. And I was like, how do you make a peach look real? Come on, you little fuck. Little stick. This is the last one. I just need it done. Yes, yes. That'll do. It was the D. I'm glad you were able to confirm that for me. Oh shit, shit, shit. Yeah, I thought it was the D. C seemed wrong. But I seem to remember the D on the intro. That'll do, close enough, they'll never know if it's wrong. What is that there? That looks like a bit of mask inside my tail boom. If I pull this mask off, what is going to be under that? That's alright, I thought it was going to be messed up. Oh, panic attack, panic attack. I thought I was going to have to do some paint repair in there. Hold on, I think we've got a summons. Oh. Glistening moistness. Yeah, I could use some different analogies. Polymer clay. Yeah, but what makes it look real? They look real. Did you make them? Like sculpt them yourself? I don't know. I think they look real. Maybe some pinning is in order. If I was a professional, I would probably agree. However, I'm not a professional. And I like to use the art of jamming things on and using more glue. There'll be no... I can't be bothered with pinning. It takes me too long. Oh yeah, it fits alright that side. It fits, it fits. Yes, I did. Oh, they did look real. And there was a piece of bread, if I remember correctly. I can imagine. All those peaches. There we go. Done it. We have done the job. The job is done. Now there's one more thing I need to do while we're here. Shout at the part and it'll always stick. This is it. This is the technique. Hold on. Need to rearrange something. Right. Do I keep these or not? No, it's when you get into that zone of looking at pictures, you can sit there for hours, can't you? You don't want to get it wrong. I think it's called research. There's nothing wrong with a bit of research. Always shouting at your parts. Won't fit in there. Right, I've got to do these men. I'll do their feet. See, this is the trouble with the scale that we're using. These men look like Oompa Loompas because of their scale. They all look like they're about 4.5 feet tall. I wish they would use a more realistic scale. I think I saw one yet. I haven't taken the frame off his feet. Please don't break. Yeah. Right, all I've got to do now is paint the bottom of their feet. That can go. Noise. I don't know. Right, bit more blick. The other black has dried out. Now, wet palettes. There's something I feel I need to look into. However, I tried making my own once a long time ago and it was terrible. And I have this irrational fear that a professionally made wet palette would be just as bad as my previous homemade attempt. Maybe I should just try one. Right, let's paint these feet with the world's mankiest paintbrush. Look at the state of that. This was an heavy metal large brush. I think these cost a fair whack back in the day of release. I use it for mixing paint. and doing the filthiest of jobs. I like the way it bends as I paint. Come on, I only need to paint the bottom of these feet. I don't think I'm going to have anything to paint tomorrow now. I think I'm back to priming. Oh, I've gutted. There we go. Oh, what's going on with these toes? Dump a bit of black on. If in doubt, give it a poke with black. An ice cream tub. Ice cream tubs are pretty good, the lids, aren't they? I think I've used one of those. My favourite ever palette was an old Celebrations tub lid. And that was the metal one, when they were metal tins as opposed to the plastic that they are nowadays, which would be similar to your ice cream tub. However, nowadays I just go in the local art shop and buy their 99p pallets. I have one of these at the moment. And at the end of the year, I'm going to do the giant peel and peel all that off, and it all comes off in a nice layer. Never had a real palette. You can have one of mine if you like. This is one that doesn't see enough use, and it even has this professional finger hole. Are you meant to hold it like this? Right, yo on it, yo. There we go, professional. This one hasn't had nearly enough use. I don't know what I've been painting here with this sort of metallic teal colour. Some filthy green in there. And an inch of dust. I should probably use that palette more. I like the palettes because you get the little indents to mix your paint in. 3 weeks on a layer brush, that sounds about right, doesn't it? I used to swear by Winsor & Newton Series 7s, but the last few I've bought don't seem to be as good quality as all the previous ones, so I'd be happy trying an alternative. There we go. Oh, my phone's going off. That means time is almost up. And that has been timed very well. I literally have 4 feet to paint. You can't. Yeah, it's an intriguing thing to do. Like, I've got all these nubs on mine, which I cannot wait to peel off. There's one there. There's a big old one there. I don't even know what they are. Teeth or something got in there? God knows. The state of this palette. Have I used Broken Toad? I've never heard of Broken Toad. The other company I'm hearing a lot about recently is Artists Opus, I think. There we go. Right. we are done. I am literally at an impasse until I do some priming tomorrow evening. I have to go and cook dinner. I think I've got a sweet chili chicken breast with vegetables. Have a look. What is all this? What is all this? Yeah, I'm a little bit jealous of your mug. It's a bit bigger than mine. I don't have a mug here today, do I? No, I do have this. This is a holographic Snoopy and Charlie Brown the Peanuts movie mug that I think came free with a McDonald's. And it's so bad that the holographic bit doesn't actually work properly, it just looks like a blur. It looks better on the screen. But this is only for keeping brushes in. It's not a mug I use. It's not a mug I'd take out in public, of course. And why are we looking at mugs? Why am I doing this? This is my filthy paint mug. This is the same. It was a Lego movie mug. There he is, look, Emmett. And I don't know what he's doing there. I can't really see. It looks like I've painted over his face. But this is absolutely manky. But I once saw a mug in a hobby shop, and it looked like they had it for 100 years of all the filth. And it's always my goal to make mine filthier and keep the same water pot forever. What else have I got? The oldest. This is a mug. This is a mug I got from my daughter when she was inside the womb. Because apparently that's the thing you do. You send mugs to your parents when you're inside the womb. Before she even had a namelet, when I referred to her as the Mini. Interesting. I probably should have kept that clean, but at least I'm getting use out of it, you know? That is all the mugs I have. I don't have any more mugs. Ah. Gutted. I thought I'd have some more interesting things to show you all, but I don't. However, eventually this room will be tidy. But today is not that day. Science has gone too far. Yep. Artist opus. But you see, the thing with this artist opus stuff is it just they're spending a lot of money on promo stuff as opposed to actually being good? Artist opus need to send me some for nothing, and I'll soon tell them, and tell the world in fact, if they're actually any good. So if someone out there wants to arrange for me to have some artist opus brushes, it is almost my birthday, 13 days in fact. So I'd be happy to try them out for you. I haven't had any freebies for a long time. The last freebies I got was some paint, which I was supposed to try for the gentleman. However, I'm a little bit late because of these models that I'm painting a bit late. Anyway, I'm going to have to say goodbye because I have my dinner to cook, so I shall see you all later. Have a nice evening or morning. I shall say goodbye. Goodbye.